What's going on, everyone? Stained Glass Assassin. Just a quick video here. Somebody sent me a link this morning to an article in response to my video I posted last night where I was discussing the financial situation of Disney and what the future holds for them. Now, one of the big points I was trying to drive home in the video is that content is the foundation to which Disney has built their entire franchise on. It has been the driving force of their success all the way since the days of Steamboat Willie. But unfortunately, over the last couple years, and in the last 12 months particularly, Disney has forgotten that, as they've released a lot of content, but the quality hasn't been up to par. It's the old adage, quality over quantity. Of course, the recent failures at the box office was a large portion of the video, and this article kind of plays right into that. So this article is from Bounding in the Comics, and it says here, financial analyst speculates that Walt Disney Company has lost nearly $900 million at the box office in the past year. Now, that's a lot of money, but realistically I'm not shocked because it just kind of backs up all the points that we made in that video, because we know that Lightyear lost $100 million, Strange World lost upwards to $200 million, Ant-Man lost over $100 million. I'm predicting Little Mermaid loses roughly 50 to 100. And Elemental, it looks like it's going to be the same thing as Strange World, at least somewhere in the $200 million range. So the $900 million loss makes perfect sense. Now, the other thing that this article kind of highlights is the overwhelming failure of these movies overshadows the success that Thor, Black Panther, and Guardians of the Galaxy had. I mean, each of them made some money. I mean, they made their money back and they made some profit to varying degrees, but because the other movies failed so hard, there's nothing to celebrate. And that, of course, reminds me of another portion of the video that I talked about, the core values that Disney put into their foundation. Those core values being quality of content, family-friendly content, and of course, creating a connection with the viewer. Now, if we were following those three core values, let's see how these films hold up. Now, first of all, I'm not saying that none of these films have quality. And I mean, if you enjoyed Lightyear, if you liked Strange World, Little Mermaid, whatever it may be, that's cool. I mean, no one can tell you that you cannot like or that you should not like something. That's not how it works. That's the beauty of choice. I mean, art is in the eye of the beholder. However, these films clearly don't exhibit the level of quality, the standard that Disney used to hold themselves to. And the box office reflects that. Now, as for family friendly, well, some of these movies have topics and subjects that parents aren't crazy about, and if those topics and subjects need to be discussed, they want to talk about it in the privacy of their own homes. They don't want some cartoon character delivering the message in the movie theater. So that's the parents' responsibility. That's their job, that's what they're supposed to do. Whenever they have that conversation or how they have that conversation is up to them. However, Disney feels that they need to usurp that power and essentially deliver these messages any way they can. Well, parents aren't taking that anymore. They're not taking their kids to the movies, and now it's really backfiring because now parents don't even watch previews, they don't read articles, they just see the Disney name and they're saying, I'm not taking my kids to that anymore. So Disney needs to figure that one out quick. And then, of course, there's the connection aspect to it. I think back to the animated films that I grew up with, Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. 30 years later, I still enjoy those movies. Oof, 30 years. That's how you know you're getting old, folks. Your childhood movies are all 30 plus years old. Anyway, I'm still a fan of those movies. I was very proud to sit down and show my nephews those movies for the first time, and now they're fans. So you see, it's a lifelong connection, and a connection that's now building with another generation. That's what Disney used to be able to do. But let's take a look at Lightyear. Do you think anyone's going to be talking about Lightyear in 30 years? Now, the original Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, which is closing in on their 30th anniversary, but not this Lightyear. I mean, kids still go out and get Woody toys and Buzz Lightyear toys, but not this particular Lightyear. It's not going to happen. Movies like Strange World, Elemental, those are going to be swept under the rug, and in 10 years, no one's even going to know they existed unless they were using them as an example of what not to do when creating an animated film. And you know what, if I'm being honest, I think some of that connection, or lack thereof, is even spilling into, the MCU, because Thor had a really big connection leading up to Endgame, and although Love and Thunder didn't fail at the box office, it definitely underperformed at 760. While, the quality of that Thor was nowhere near the quality of Infinity Saga MCU, but nonetheless, I would have thought it would have been a little bit higher than that, so maybe they're losing a little bit of that connection. Guardians of the Galaxy, same thing. Now it's sitting at like 830, so it still has time to make more money, but out of all the post-Endgame, save Spider-Man, I figured this one would be the closest to get to $1 billion, but I don't think it's even going to get to 850. I also think that the superhero exhaustion is here. I think they're just kind of tired of it, but clearly nobody connected with Ant-Man and Wasp, so that didn't work out. So I wish I would have seen this article a couple days ago when I was putting together that other video, because it would have really just cemented all the points and brought everything together. But hey, better late than never, I guess. So I appreciate the link. Thank you very much. I'm glad I was able to at least touch up on that and kind of add to the previous video, which you should check out, by the way. I'll put a link at the end here. But that's going to do it for me. So like I said, I just wanted to make a quick video. So let me know what you think down in the comments. $900 million loss. That's a lot. And I would have to say that most of it is self-inflicted. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, like and subscribe so you know when the next one comes out. If you didn't like the video, I still appreciate you watching. But until we meet again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.